Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a few weeks. Last 2 weeks I just didn't find the time to record a YouTube video, and I know I'm normally, not that you guys would know this, but I feel like I normally hold myself quite accountable to recording a video a week, but sometimes other things come up, and obviously YouTube doesn't pay me, so when I'm trying to do my wigs and I need to hit a deadline and get them done, unfortunately it does mean I have to sacrifice the YouTube for a week. But we're back and I'm taking a week off from wigs, even though I have one ready to go. I'm just deciding to have a week off because I was getting pretty overwhelmed with it all. And so I think I might record 2 makeup videos this week, and I'm going to try do some prosthetics work and just get back into all of that. If the lighting is different, it's because I've still got my curtains open, but also the ring light. I just don't want to be sat in here with the curtains closed on nice bright days. So anyway, makeup look we're doing today is inspired by the movie It, which I haven't actually watched all the way through. I'm not, for someone who's doing spooky makeups, I'm really not a horror fan at all. And if you are, I kind of think you're a bit. But anyway, I'll stop rambling. We're doing an eyeshadow look today. I was going to do more of a full face one, but I changed my mind last minute, so maybe that'll be my other one that I'll record this week. So you guys won't know, but it has just been my birthday, so that's kind of why last week was a bit more busy, as well as all the wig work and trying to get it finished. But it was my birthday last Thursday and I had the best day. I'm now 22. But yeah, I had the most amazing day. I got some new makeup palettes, which I will show you in a second. We're going to use one of them today. But yeah, that's why I'm all done out today. We've got new hair, little peekaboo, blonde bits. We've got nails. My eyebrows are tinted, even though I did my eyebrows and my hair myself, but the nails haven't got done. So many amazing presents, like I can't even tell you how grateful I am for everything. And obviously this is a makeup video, so don't be thinking I'm going to be giving you a what I got for my birthday. But no, I just wanted to come on here and say I had a lovely birthday and I was very spoilt and just felt very loved on the day of my birth. And then I'm just going to take my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer as always, and I'm going to just line out the brows at the bottom and put a base on my eyes, and I'll come back to you. So I just went in, carved my eyebrows and put a little base on the eyelids. So we're going to go straight in with eyeshadow. And we're just going to take a minute for me to show you my 2 new palettes that I got. And I'm actually really glad that I got these. I was going to ask for a different palette. I won't tell you which one because I'm not slating anyone, but I was going to ask for a different palette, and then with the price of it I just didn't feel like there was a lot of shades. And I have other palettes from this person that are basically the same thing, that I don't need this just because of the name or the brand or anything. Anyway, so I went on Beauty Bay, which is like my favourite place to look for makeup. They do some very affordable things for good quality, and Beauty Bay palettes are always good for my kit. Anyway, I have the neutrals one, which you all know because I show you it all the time, and then other than that I use my Be Perfect Carnival 3 palette, and these are kind of like, these are the same make as the neutrals. Beauty Bay like the theme, so I got this matte bright 42 colour palette, which compared to the ones I was looking at, there wasn't 42 colours, and I really needed just a full bright colours palette, kind of like mattes. So I asked for this and it's beautiful. This one I wanted more for client makeups, but obviously I'll still use it, and this is the Smoky palette, which is the alternate palette to my neutrals, which I didn't realise until I saw it. And this palette is gorgeous. Just look at that. All the metallics and just like smokier shades of browns rather than warm shades. But anyway, back to the video. We're going to be using my Bright Matte palette today for the first time. And we're going to be taking, I'm not sure which yet, probably this shade. It's called Hello Sunshine. And the other yellow shade is called Daffodil Delight. So mix of them because we want a yellow eye to create this Pennywise makeup look. And I'm going to go into the yellow. I might go into the Daffodil Delight, which is more of a light yellow first, and I'm just going to create the blend in with that. So I'm just blending this all around the edges and just getting a very thin sheer colour on there. Of course I could have picked up more product, but the point of this was to almost create a transition shade for the eye. And I'm going to take that same brush, I'm going to dip into that Hello Sunshine Bright Yellow, and we're going to put that all over the eye. And I'm just going to keep building up that colour and blending that into the transition colour. Better. Sometimes I just think the backing lighting it doesn't give. So if you notice the lighting change, it's because we shut the curtains just to get a bit more definition on the face. And now we're just going to go in with a little bit of eyeliner, and we're going to add a bit of smokiness around the eye, the centre of the eye, to sort of create a dirty effect of the yellow. So I'm just going to follow my lash line. Sorry guys, this is just the e.l.f. liquid eyeliner pen. And I'm just following my lash line on the top. Trying to get as close to it as I can, and then I'm not going to do a wing, I'm just going to bring it to the edge like that, and I'm going to go close in as well. Like so, and then whilst that's drying, I'm also going to take a little flat brush. I'm going to take the shade Illicit, and this is a black shade in that palette. And I'm just going to run this along the edges of that liner and start to smoke it out. And then I'm just starting to blend that black. And once we've got a good colour on there, I'm going to take a bit of a small fluffy brush, and this is just a Made by Mitchell brush, and I'm going to take a bit of yellow on that brush and blend the black and the yellow together. At least attempt to. And I'm just taking this grey shade called Threat, and I'm going to try and sort of create a bridge colour between the black and the yellow. And then once I've blended that enough, I'm going to take that same fluffy brush with the yellow and just reapply it over and around it. And now I'm just going to take this little kind of like bunched up fluffy brush. I'm going to take a red shade, and the red shade I'm going to take is called Head Over Heels, and we're going to create some little red splodges that we're going to put fake blood over as well. So we're going to spread them about the eye. I'm going to blend them a little, but I don't want them to blend seamlessly into the yellow. Then we're going to do another one here. So to create the little blood splatter effect, I'm going to use my Kryolan FX blood, and this is in the shade Dark. And I'm gonna cut off a little chunk of this wired brush that makes like splotches. Jug. To get the blood out, I'm taking some cotton buds and I'm gonna tip the blood and pick it up on the cotton bud. I'm gonna grab my little splotcher. I'm gonna pick up blood off the cotton bud. And you just have to watch what I'm doing a sec. I'm gonna basically blood splatter, like so. I just went off camera and did the other eye as well, and now I've curled my lashes, so I'm just going to go in with my black Max Stack mascara and coat the top lashes. And then this isn't the finished eyeshadow yet, we just need a bit more of a base on the skin before we can go in with anything else, because obviously we've run out of eye room by now. So I'm going to do my lashes with you now, and then I'm going to go off camera, do my face, and I'll be back with you to finish the makeup. So I'll see you guys back here in a second with the full face. Just went off camera and did all of my face makeup. I kind of did more of a natural base. We didn't go in with a foundation or anything. We did bronzer, a bit of blush, highlight, and concealer basically. And that's been my go-to at the moment. For the next step of the eye makeup, I'm going to take that same yellow shade we've used all the way through, and I'm just going to bring it down onto my under eye before we move on to the next step. And I'm basically going to replicate what we've created on the top, but in miniature on the bottom. And now that we've tried that, I'm just taking a water-based red face paint and a tiny little brush, and we're going to now draw a little balloon. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. I don't know whether to do it on both eyes or just do it on the eye that I normally photograph from. So then it's like, it's a matching eye look, but this side has got like the front cover kind of thing on it. Because I do find sometimes a forward-facing photo is a bit weird if it is completely symmetrical with a big design on both sides, which I think you'll see what I mean once I've done it. But I'm just taking a little small brush and I'm gonna have to position myself this way for you to see, and I'm basically just gonna draw and you're gonna watch. I'm going to take a bit of white on my little brush and we're just going to do a tiny bit of highlights. I think I am going to do it on both eyes, so I'll go do the other eye and I'll come back to you. So these are the eyes together, and I'm literally just going to add a bit of black liner in the waterline and some lower lash mascara, and we'll be on lips, which is the last step. So I'm just using my Revolution black pencil liner, and I'm basically just going to pull my eye down and draw in the waterline. Like so. So for lips, as you can see, I just tested out the colour. I'm taking this berry red matte lipstick. It's called a mousse, but It's a matte lipstick. I'm going to take a bit on a brush to use as the lip liner on my lips, because as always my red lip liner is in my client bag, and I'm just gonna follow the outline of my lips. And that is it. This is the finished makeup. I'm going to go off camera now and record you a few little clips of the finished makeup, and I will see you back here for the outro. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed this little creative eye look, and we will come back with some big Halloween looks as well. Don't worry, this month. It is October in 2 days, so we've got to get them out here now, even though we've basically been doing it anyway. Would have had a lot more if I hadn't missed 2 weeks, but life happens. Anyway, I'm very pleased with this makeup look. Obviously, as always, took the inspiration from Pinterest. I don't have the user to insert because, as you all know, Pinterest is very much people post other people's photos. So if you see this makeup look anywhere else, just know mine isn't an original. It is copied from a very talented other artist who I don't know of. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this fun video, and I will see you guys either again this week if I manage to edit and upload 2 videos. If not, I will see you back here next week for another one. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.